September 2005, the whistleblower walked into a law firm and handed lawyers nearly 5,000 private messages. Messages alleged to show coordination between some of the biggest names in crypto. And when these messages were filed in the Federal High Court in New York, everything changed.
And you wish you hadn't come forward? You wish you hadn't blown the whistle?
But to understand why these messages matter, we'll have to go back to the beginning. Because this story didn't start with a lawsuit. It started with a question. What if anyone in the world could create their own currency in seconds? No banks, no institution, no permission, just an idea. And when I first read this, I remember thinking, wait, why haven't this actually existed? Because for the most of history, creating financial product was reserved for governments, banks, and giant corporations. Ordinary people never had access to those tools. So when a small team decided to change that, millions of people showed up. So the platform was called Pump.fun. They launched in January 2024, and the growth was unlike anything crypto I've ever seen. Over 12 million tokens created, over $700 million in total revenue, making them one of the highest earning crypto applications ever built. And for a moment, it looked like they had built exactly what they promised. The idea genuinely felt revolutionary, because crypto has always promised financial freedom, but even inside the crypto space, there were still gatekeepers. Developers who knew how to code, people with technical knowledge, people who understand liquidity pools, token contracts, and blockchain infrastructure, making ordinary people felt locked out. Pump.fun changed that. It made creating a currency as easy as creating a social media account. You had an idea, community, a meme, a moment, and within 60 seconds, it existed as a tradable financial asset. But something else was also happening, the other side of every chat.
Today, we will be teaching you how to rug pull. Fuck Solana, brothers. Guys, if you want to do your own rugs, right, you watch our other videos so you can do it yourself.
Fuck.
Booklet.
Holy fuck, thanks for the 20 bandos.
Yeah, it is.
Yo.
Wait a little. Okay, wait a little. Okay, we should sell now. We made our profits, we selling. Okay, see brothers, as you can see, we sold. And now people selling too. There's a.
On the other side of every token that looked like a lottery ticket, real people were losing real money. According to a report, 98.6% of tokens launched on Pump.fun showed a rug pull behavior. Let me explain what a rug pull means. Someone create a token, attract buyers, then sell everything immediately and disappear, and the buyers are left with nothing. Solana-based rug pull resulted to $500 million in losses in 2024.
This is day one of rug pulling a meme coin and gambling with the profits. I just made this coin called Fun, and some dumbasses actually bought this stupid coin. And as soon as they bought, I sold right away and made about $600.
And this is where I think most people misunderstand what happened, because the people using Pump.fun weren't stupid. Most of them knew the odds. They knew most token would fail. They knew most people would lose. But every generation has its lottery ticket. And for millions of people online, this became theirs. Now here's where everything gets complicated. Pump.fun saw what was happening and tried to stop it. They introduced something called a bonding curve, a system designed so tokens couldn't immediately trade on the open market. They had to reach a certain milestone first. They adjusted launching mechanism, added safeguards, changed incentives again and again, but every time they closed a loophole, someone found another. And here's what I kept coming back to. 3 different groups were all involved in what happened here. The platform collected fees on every single transaction, win or lose. The developers used their accessibility to run coordinated scams. And investors, they knew the risks, but they kept coming back anyway. Because every token looked like a lottery ticket. Every launch felt like the chance to catch the next Dogecoin. Most people lost, but they kept coming back. Because hope is one of the strongest products ever created. And Pump.fun found a way to manufacture it at internet scale. So nobody in this story is completely clean. A class action lawsuit was filed in the US District Court for the Southern District of New York. The allegations was that Pump.fun has allegedly built what the lawsuit described as a meme coin casino. and estimated retail losses between $4 billion and $5.5 billion. And then came the moment we started with. September 2025, a whistleblower handed lawyers nearly 5,000 internet chat messages. The lawsuit expanded to include RICO charges. RICO charges are the same laws originally created to prosecute organized crime. And to be completely clear, being accused under RICO is not the same thing as being guilty. These are just allegations. Nothing has been proven in court yet. But the allegations allegedly claim insiders could see transactions coming and jump in front of them, buying tokens before regular users could, in milliseconds before anyone knew what was happening. A federal judge allowed the case to proceed, and now the entire industry is watching. So one of the most inspiring parts in this entire story was why the lawsuit were building, Pump.fun kept building too. They launched PumpSwap, their own decentralized exchange, and they also bond 36% of their entire token supply, that is $370 million gone permanently. And they also committed 50% of all future revenues to automatic buyback. At the very moment regulators, lawyers, and critics were questioning its future, the company was still acting like it believed its biggest chapter hasn't been written yet. So when I started researching this story, I thought I was looking at a company, but I don't think this story is really about a company at all. I think it's about what happens when you give millions of people the financial superpower, because for most of human history, creating money was something only institutions could do. Pump.fun handed that ability to everyone. And what happened next says so much about us as it does about them. Maybe Pump.fun built the future of finance. Maybe it built the world's biggest casino. Or maybe those are the same thing. And that's the part I still can't stop thinking about. So guys, this is episode 2 of a series I'm putting together. So please like, share, and tell us what you think about Pump.fun in the comment section.